Yo, what up, man? Fair use, YouTube, everybody, everything. What's going on with you? Hey, I got something to talk about, man. All right. Uh, was gonna go live, but I'm like, fuck it. I'll just do it like this. Um, there's a video, man, of a doctor. I think he's like a some kind of doctor, marriage doctor or some shit like that. He's talking to this broad, and she's home. She's a stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home fucking wife, right? Don't gotta do shit but just cook and get this nigga some ass. That's her job for life. But of course, she's not happy. She's not happy. She's looking at her broke friends, seeing her broke friends' marriage, and it's like, damn, it looks like they're having more fucking fun. You see my skin? My shit look dope. That's that melanin. Blah, blah, blah. Melanin shit. Look at that shit, bitch. This ain't no makeup or nothing. I don't know. Maybe it's the shades. Let me see. Oh, my shit's still looking crazy, bro. Ooh, that's that black nigga. Stop it. You fucking sun babies, nigga. Ooh. Ooh. But yeah, like I was saying, it is like, do what the hell you want to do, fellas, man. Give what you want to give. Because at the end of the fucking day, they're not going to be happy any goddamn way. You know? Let me show you what I'm talking about. First, we're going to start off with what is this here? Right? Because you got a lot of dudes, passport bros. Shout out to the passport bros. I heard that Tamron Hall chick was talking shit about the manosphere. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about, bitch. But none of these bitches know what they're talking about. None of them. If they were on their fucking job and they weren't such scandalous motherfucking hoes, there wouldn't be a manosphere or red pill. They need to acknowledge that. Yeah. The women in your group are fucking just like horrible people, bro. You bitches are horrible. Yeah, you know. Of course, not the ones that watch my content. They're not horrible. But you other bitches are fucking horrible. All right. So I want to show you this. Man makes money. All right. Here we go. Look at the Becky.
Traveled to Bangkok, Thailand, and right at the airport, she made a very interesting observation about the passport bros.
Honestly, the amount of white dudes with Thai women that are waiting to board international flights, it's an absurdity. It is crazy.
Now that she says a lot of white men, hold on a minute.
Black men from America that can't get no so they go to third world countries. I haven't seen a white yet. Are there white men in this? Because I feel like it's only men.
I guess it's a Western men thing, not just black men.
Like, half of the couples in this airport right now are beautiful Thai women with super basic white dudes.
Super basic. Super basic white dudes. But leave it to the fucking black broad up there. She's like, I don't even think white dudes do it. It's just niggas. You bitches will be the death of us if we didn't stop the ball. But we stopped the fucking ball. We stopped the ball. Caught you. We caught it just in fucking time. Just in time. You see, this white chick, the only little slander type shit she said was basic white dudes. Like I don't like what is a basic fucking white dude? Y'all know I'm a male advocate. You know what I'm saying? What's a basic white dude? Like well, I guess a non-basic would be like a Brad Pitt or some shit like that, or Leonardo DiCaprio, I guess, and everybody else is just fucking basic. All right, well, listen, man, they have to doing their thing, but our women are the most treasonous. These bitches, they stay on this shit right here talking shit, and motherfuckers like that Tamron Hall chick, she wonder why we throw daggers at the bitches, man. Fuck that, throw daggers at the bitches, bro. All right, now let me see. Hold on, let me get back over there. Where's she at?
And yes, her comment section were full of passport bros and they were having none of it. It's hilarious. This woman traveled to Bangkok, Thailand.
All right, so don't forget, I think it's 72%. 72% of women with children and married work. So 3 out of 4 of you bitches is gonna be working, right? So the ones that get lucky enough to pull a fucking dude who's gonna sit their ass up and let them be a pieces of shit, little fucking children. You should be grateful. You should be grateful to them, right? But instead, this is what you do. You run it back. Hold on.
Then it feels like he kind of treats me like the maid in a lot of ways. And then, like, at the end of the day, he's kind of, like, baffled as to why I'm not, like, diving into intimate time with, like, any kind of fervor.
All right. You guys know me. I'm gonna be rude. I'm gonna be brutal. You're home. You could be out there in the street working, dealing with other people's attitudes and all kinds of shit like that. You could be out there doing that. You could be out there sitting in traffic, looking for parking, doing whatever the fuck you got to do to deal with work and come back. Bitches are tired of work. Bitches are tired. They don't like work no more. They don't want to work. Okay. And you with your lazy ass, you get to sit home and not do anything. You get to go sit home and be a mom, sit home and be a housewife. You get to sit home and enjoy the home. Yeah, you get to sit home and enjoy the home while the husband is out. You could be fucking sitting by the pool. You could be getting a fucking call that app Soothe and have motherfuckers come give you a massage. You could go to brunch, bitch. You could have a ball because you're home. But no, you want to fucking complain. That's what you want to do. You want to complain, right? There's nothing else. You ain't got nothing else you could be grateful for, thankful for, right? This app right here is filled with broads who would love to be in your shoes.
Hey yo, I'm just sitting here daydreaming about the day that I don't have to go to work no more. I'm tired. I don't want to go there no more. I don't want to work. I'm over it. Hey.
And of course, the comments saying everybody's in there. Everybody's saying the same shit. Yeah, they don't want to work, man. They're tired. Bitches is tired.
Bro, I'm so tired of working, bro. I'm so tired of working, bro. I don't care about these bills, bro. I don't care about this freaking car, bro. I don't care about this freaking car insurance, bro. I don't care about these kids. Bro, I don't care about my hair. I'm so tired of getting that. Hello, this is my JP. I'm not the pleasure speaking with. I'm just tired. I'm just tired. Okay, I can help assist you with that. I'm just tired. I can't position you with nothing. Go out of my phone, man. Go out of my phone. Dang, bro. I'm sorry. Hi, Jean. How are you doing today? Tired. Tired, bro. I'm going home. I'm getting my bed. Tired. Hey, tired, bro. Hey, this shit, bro. I'm getting on work.
Bitches would love to be in this woman's shoes that we're about to listen to. They would love to be in their shoes. But this hoe has a problem. She's like, I feel like the maid. You are the maid. Stupid. You are the fucking maid. You're the maid. You're the chef. You're the fucking the help desk. That's you. You're the mail sorter. Everything. Okay. You make the shopping list of what's needed. That's you. That's your job. So you just want to sit home and not do nothing. And you don't want to fuck the nigga when he come home. The nerve of this nigga. The fucking nerve.
And not feeling very affectionate towards him. And I know it's a two-sided issue that we've kind of created this dynamic together, but we've been married for like 13 years and just been through the ringer kind of. And I just have a hard time broaching these subjects because he does get kind of sensitive and will feel like I'm mad at him, like when I'm not mad at him, or if I'm just saying like, hey, could you do this? He's like, well, why are you grumpy? Why? And I'm not grumpy. So I'm not the best communicator either. So
You're not the best communicator either. You're fucking grumpy. That's like these chicks where they have what they call resting bitch face. You home, bitch. You don't got to get up every day and go out and fight the fucking world. This man got it where you can sit your monkey ass home. So yeah, like say shit nicely. Why aren't you nice? You shouldn't have an attitude about shit. You get to sit home, bitch. I don't understand it. I thought that's what they wanted to do. Then when they get to do it, they're like, oh, he treats me like a maid or like a fucking chef, and that's your job. You want to be a fucking teenager. You wanna fucking just stay home and do nothing and be responsible for nothing, and you just like you want to be 12 years old again.
I'm kind of just stumped.
Yeah. So can I tell you?
Divorce him. Divorce him. Just divorce him and just move out. You raggedy bitch. Don't take the house. Don't take nothing. Just get your clothes and go. So he could get a bitch half your age walking around naked up in that motherfucker. That's gonna be happy to be there. He can get two bitches. That's gonna be happy to be there.
That I don't know if this will make you feel worse or make you feel better. But you found yourself in the 13-year dance and you're not broken. There's not something wrong with y'all. Okay.
Okay.
But there is some paths out. It just means that both of y'all are gonna have to decide we're gonna do things that are different.
Okay.
And that's frustrating and it's different and it's uncomfortable, but it's super manageable if y'all choose. Or another way to say it a little less nerdy is tiny decision by tiny decision, y'all have chosen the life you have, which means y'all can choose something completely different if you want to.
Okay.
He is going to have a harder time. Here's why. He has a maid. He has a live-in housekeeper that does everything for him. And occasionally she has sex with him.
Oh!
Here's why I don't agree with this guy that is a whatever the fuck he is. Okay? He's a doctor of some sorts. Okay. Here's why I don't agree with him. Or a lot of you people that say, oh, he gets listen to me, you fucking selfish people. You're empowering these broads to be selfish. How? Does the bitch have to eat every day? She probably has to eat every day, right? So while the bitch is making something for herself to eat, you think it would be that far-fetched that she could maybe throw an extra fucking scoop of rice in the pot, throw an extra fucking 2 chicken breasts or ribs on the fucking stove or whatever the fuck she's making? You think so? Would that be okay? I mean, he's making it where she doesn't have to live like a fucking full-fledged adult. He is doing that for her. Could she at least put an extra fucking cup of rice in the fucking pot? Some extra string beans, some extra fucking whatever the hell she makes. Is that okay? You know, she's safe in the comfort of her own home that she doesn't pay for. Is that all right? Oh, she has to clean up behind herself too, right? Okay, listen. Since you don't put any effort or any fucking type of fucking manpower in anywhere else in the world, maybe you could, clean up after him too. Just maybe. Why do you get to fucking sit home in this world where everybody's struggling and not do anything? Why you? Why her? Oh, he's got a maid and he's got somebody for. You know what? Just leave. He could hire. He could go right there on Thumbtack and hire whatever the fuck he want that'll come there every fucking week and clean his house, prepare his fucking meals, and he just leaves it in the fridge and then just heats it up. He's got his beer. He'll get a bunch of fucking Doritos. He's got his game. Put a pool out back, and he's good, bitch. He's good. Men don't mind. Men don't mind. Like when you look at this shit, he's living. He's living and paying for a bitch that don't even like him, bro. He's paying for a broad that don't even like him. He's giving her a lifestyle that she doesn't even like this nigga, bro. And upon departure, she could rip everything from him. So this guy, Dr. John. No, I think you need to tell that bitch, listen, man, get off your high fucking horse. You're actually lucky that he's taking care of you and you can fucking sit home and throw an extra fucking piece of meat on the stove and some rice and shit, and then he'll be good. It's okay. He's taking so much of a load off of you because bitches is out here crying. They're out here crying because they are exhausted and they weren't meant to work like this, right? Let's see. Let's see if we can find a Becky who's tired of working. Let's see here. Let's see here.
You ever get home from work and just not feel like talking to anyone? Like you're so exhausted that you don't even want to talk to your partner, your dogs, your cats, your kids. You don't want to talk to nobody. You just want to sit because you've talked all day and you have no more words to give anyone. You ever get home?
That's it. He saves her from all of that, right? He saves her from all of that. Even men are tired. Look at this guy.
I'm trying to be cool, but goddamn, I'm trying to be cool.
Where the guy at?
I'm tired of working, man. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of going to these jobs. It's not even about my particular job. It's not about any job I've had. I'm just tired of the whole job system. I'm tired of this understanding or this belief that we have to go to work 5 to 6 to 7 days a week to barely afford to eat. I mean, who made these rules? Why do we do these things?
So now you got even men. Even men are tired. Imagine a widow woman. She's definitely tired, right? So here's what I'm saying, bro. If somebody is fronting you in life and you can sit on your ass and take care of things at home, you need to be fucking grateful. All right? Not saying that the guy who's out busting his ass uh, is has it easier because he's got this fucking maid and this and that. Nah, that's not fucking helping. That ain't even true. Run that shit back.
He has a maid. He has a live-in housekeeper that does everything for
Yeah.
him. And occasionally she has sex with him.
Yeah.
I would rather buy that. I would rather buy a bitch who comes by and sells pussy and cleans house at the same time. Okay, sir. So you want a deep cleaning once a week, and you would like some pussy once a week too? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, that'll be about 300 a week. 300 a week. Damn. All right, we're gonna do this about 2 weeks out the year. I mean, out the month. 2 weeks out the month. So that'll be six. That'll be what? 600 a week. I mean, 600 a month. I could do that. I could do that. Yeah. Instead of coming home to a bitch that don't even like you and you taking care of, fuck out of here.
He's kind of got what he wants.
Yeah.
You do not. So the impetus for change.
So what is it that she wants? He's got what he wants. What does she want? She already doesn't get like, yo, do you see this shit? And he's feeding, he's encouraged. You're encouraging this shit with her. This childish fucking toddler behavior. You're encouraging her to feel that. You're empowering her to feel that way. Like she's right. She's not right. You're actually acting like what she's doing is worth more than what he's doing. At bare minimum, they are equal. Bare minimum. What he's doing is way more. It's way more. What he's doing 75 and she's doing 25. How's that, Big West? Well, if the bitch was living by herself, she'd have to do that on her own anyway, right? And she'd have to go work and pay the bills. All she gotta do is clean up, throw a little extra piece of meat in the motherfucking in the pot every night for dinner. That's it. The bitch ain't even gotta cook every night. She could 7 days? She could cook 3 days out the fucking week. 4 days she ain't cooking, bro. She could cook Sunday, that'll stretch till fucking Wednesday. She cooks Wednesday, that shit'll stretch till fucking Friday, and then she cooks again on Sunday. If the bitch know how to run a house. Come on, man.
Change. And by the way, he doesn't.
And if somebody we ain't even throwing the fucking protection aspect of it. Yeah, come on, man. Get out of here with this book.
Have the life he thinks he has, or he thinks he's got it about as good as he's going to get it. And he doesn't understand how amazing his life could be, too.
Yeah.
You don't understand how amazing his life. You're right about that. You don't understand how amazing it could be.
With a wife who was not an employee, but was a full-time co-adventurer in this one wild life we all have.
God, this shit.
Yeah. Well, the last couple conversations we've had.
Our website is at madeupmonkeyshit.com.
About just the state of things have been initiated by him being unhappy, essentially.
Okay. Tell me about
and
it.
And he's like, I just feel like you don't like me at all.
That's it.
I'm like, well,
And it's, I'm glad she said that. Because it's nothing like having to pay for somebody or take care of somebody and they don't like you. When you come home, you could feel it. You feel they'll get up, they walk out the room, they don't talk to you, they don't communicate, they don't smile when they see you, they're not happy to see you. It's just like, okay, yeah. Jeff, the fucking so-and-so's over there. And it's like, damn. I get more love at work. I get more love outside the house. Motherfuckers show me more love than they do when I'm home.
Don't really right now because I just had to pick up all of your dirty socks and you were watching TikTok while I did the dishes. And
so this nigga comes home from work. He comes home from work. She's been home all day. All right, he takes his dirty socks off. He leaves them wherever the fuck he leaves them. She goes, I can see how that could be annoying. All right, pick your socks up, bro. Okay, but you're talking about you cleaning the dishes while he's on TikTok. Do you want to sit home and he do the dishes while you surf on TikTok? You ain't go to work today, bitch.
just like, and I understand that like there are going to be days that he's like at a zero after he gets home from work, and I'm so appreciative that he does go to work. But I've tried to like say like,
bitches will say shit and they really not. She ain't really mean that.
I don't really want to like make a list like you have to do this every day, But just like jump in. Let's do it together. Let's like, exist together instead of.
So let's exist together, and you go out and get a job, E. Go out and get a job. Go out and get a job. Bring in at least minimum an additional 60,000 in here. Can you at least do that? Can you at least do that? Can you at least go out and get something where you can bring at least an additional 60K after taxes? You're bringing in an additional fucking 30K or whatever. You know, can you do that? Maybe you could take on the electricity bill and the fucking water bill. I'll pay the mortgage. We could split the food. Yeah, how about that? Can you do that? And I'll do the bathroom, and living room, and you could do the kitchen and the bedroom. How about that? We could split it like that. That sounds good. That sounds fair.
Just you being off to the side until the end of the night.
So he's not on the phone, so the only person I can challenge here is you. Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Has, over the last 13 years, his experience at home been somewhat of a failure factory? And here's what I mean. If he decided one day to start doing the laundry, would he do it, quote unquote, right? Or would he fold the stuff, quote unquote, right?
No, but I will say I have gotten better at not saying anything about it.
Right. Right. Well, so here's the dance. Maybe one time 7 years ago he tried, and I'm making something up here, okay?
Right.
They tried, and he saw you undoing the dishes where he'd put them away because he'd put them in the wrong stack or on the wrong side. And of course he could have asked, but he didn't. He was trying to be helpful. And what he learned was, I don't do this the quote unquote right way.
But if I let her,
I'm gonna let her just do it.
Right.
I'm gonna opt out of that. And
because you're doing what? What are you doing? What do they say? You're making more work for me. You're making more work for me. You're making double work for me. So all right, so you know what? You just fucking do the shit yourself. You just do the shit yourself. So this way I ain't gotta make double work for you. That makes sense.
when he begins to drive home, he knows, oh, here we go. I'm not going to do home right. Now, I would challenge him if he was on the phone that his job is to sit down with you and y'all swipe the deck completely clear and say, okay, what kind of world do we want to live? What kind of world do we want to have in our house? Because we get to create it. How do we want this house to feel every time one of us walks in the front door?
Yeah.
And I want you to put your phone away the moment you get out of the office and don't pick it back up. Can we create that world?
You might not be able to do that.
Yeah.
And he's...
It depends. We don't know what he does. We don't know what he does. He might not be able to turn the phone off when he comes in the fucking house. Right? Might not be able to do that.
He's going to look at you and say, I just want you to like me.
That's it.
Will you...
That's it. Like me and be fucking nice. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you ladies something and you fellas. Men don't get married to not have sex. Okay? Men don't get married to not have sex. All right? So if you got a fucking problem where you're going to be lazy, you're not going to be able to keep up to your fucking wifely duties, to your obligations and all that shit, don't marry him. You don't marry her. If she's not sucking dick before you get married, don't marry her. She ain't going to suck dick after marriage. If she doesn't, like, listen. This is for the men. Fuck the women. You gotta get the most you can out of this life because you are the sole worker on this planet. you better be getting what the fuck you deserve. You better make sure you getting what you deserve. If not, you trading motherfuckers in. You understand? Be taking this shit.
Show some interest in me romantically. And you might say yes. But if you're always telling me how much you need sex, how much you need this versus you want me, because most wives who feel like they've been relegated to the maid role feels like they're really kind of a vehicle of interchangeable body parts that their husband uses just to get off.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what you are. It's kind of what you are. That's kind of your role. If you marry a man and you don't work, what's your job? I fuck my husband. That's your job. I remember Eddie Murphy told that joke. I think it was Raw. And he was talking about when women marry a rich man. And you marry a rich man, there's maids. He got it where there's maids. You don't got to fucking wash clothes. You don't got to clean the fucking house, bitch. He could file you on his fucking taxes. You know, you could, like, if you filed your taxes, that's what you put. I fuck my husband. Somebody asks you, well, what do you do? I fuck my husband. That's it. That's what Eddie Murphy said. It was funny as fuck. That's your job. That's your job. I don't understand. Like, you this guy is keeping the he's keeping the Disney fairy tale of this bullshit alive for them. No, there is no Disney fairy tale. Life is hard. You literally have to have money in your pocket every single day you're alive if you want to eat that day. Do you realize that? A day goes by and you don't have any money in your pocket and you're outside all day, you're not gonna eat. So, like, life was rough. And you got somebody taking care of your ass, you better be, bitch, you better be dropping it like it's hot when this thing get home. When they get home. Monday, Thursday, Sunday. 3 times a week. Sunday and Monday back to back. Listen, man, stop the bullshit. Stop the bullshit, man. Give this nigga what he deserves. He protects you. He makes sure you got food. He makes sure you got clothes. He makes sure you go get your fucking nails and your hair done. He takes care of you like you're a toddler. Bitch, do what you're supposed to do. Or somebody will take
Need versus
somebody, come on. Somebody will take your fucking place.
no, he wants me. He wants to be with me.
Yeah.
Where does he do things that are good?
You know what's stupid? He needs me versus he wants me. He wants me. If he's coming to you for sex, saying that he needs he needs it from you. Stupid. You need all of this extra fucking praise and make that fuck out of here. This is why I don't say you motherfuckers shouldn't get married to you bitches.
He's a good provider. I don't have to work, and I appreciate that so much.
It don't sound like this bitch appreciated.
Very much like the fun dad, so he jokes with them, and he'll, take them out four-wheeling, and
so he makes it where you don't gotta work. And he's a good dad to your kids, to you guys' kids. Wow. What more can you ask for? What more can you ask for, you greedy fucking broad? Huh?
And, tries to, be very fun. And he's, the best brother and like a really great son. And it just feels like he's really good in all these areas. And if you were to talk to somebody in his office, they'd be like, oh my gosh, he's such a hard worker. He's so nice. And then I feel like he gets home and it's like he just, I don't know, like, I don't know if he just deflates or if he's just like, you know.
Are you happy to see him
Feels
when he
like-
comes home?
No.
Yeah.
And
I don't know if he deflates or what, but he doesn't dance and prance around me like he does outside. Cause he's tired, bitch. He been doing it since fucking 6 o'clock in the morning. He's tired when he comes home. When he comes home, that's the only place. That's his place where he can drop all of this shit and sit down and take a breather. The bitch just says she's not even happy when he comes home. Kick that bitch out. Get you 2 dogs, brother. Nah, I get you 1 dog. Get you 1 dog. Kick that bitch out, and just have fucking hookers, prostitutes, or escorts, or whatever. Bitch, come by, break you off, and clean your crib and leave, bro. You don't need that bitch. You don't need her. Now, where you fucked up at is you let the bitch stay home. So now, when she takes your ass to fucking court, well, we already know how that's going to turn out. We already know how that's going to turn out, man. Judge is going to look and say, well, she was staying home for the last 13 years, not doing or contributing to shit, so that's what we want to maintain. And they're going to fucking destroy your pockets. You're going to lose your house because you have kids, so you're going to be effectively homeless, right? 6 out of 10 men lose their homes in divorce. So you shot yourself in the foot. Bitch is probably entitled to half your retirement. She's going to be entitled to whatever's in those bank accounts, whatever's in that 401k, whatever's in whatever. She's entitled to half of it because you tried to be a good man and somebody used you. They used you when you were at your highest peak of existence on this planet. Think about that. People are using you at your highest point of existence. They're just using you. You paying for shit for this bitch, making sure she okay, checking. Bitch probably don't even call him throughout the day after day to say I love you. Bitch probably never came up to his job and brought him a plate. None of that shit. She never came up there and bought him some fucking coffee and some goddamn Krispy Kreme donuts. She never did any of that shit. Bitch is selfish.
I want to be.
I know,
And I
but,
feel
but
like that's
just,
so mean.
don't blow by it. Just sit on that
Let's
for a
go.
second.
It's mean, huh?
Yeah.
Because I know it's both and, but it's hard when everyone tells you how great your husband is, and it's like, that's not the guy I experience at home.
Yeah.
And it's usually a mix of both. He knows you don't want him to come home.
Yeah.
Or he knows you want him to come home, but he knows you don't like it when he's there because he's in your house.
Yeah.
And he's not doing your house the way you want house done.
Oh, this is so fucking bad. Yeah, this is why I am. It's just like this is pitiful. She's calling a fucking show. She's calling a show, talking to a motherfucker about you like this, like you're a fucking slouch or you're a scumbag, like you're not taking care of business. She couldn't even talk to you about this shit. She's calling this guy.
And if he was on the phone, I would tell him it's not an excuse. You got to plug in, dude.
If he was on the phone and you said you got to plug in, You supposed to say plug into what? This bitch ain't even a full adult. I'm taking care of her. I'm taking care of her. I take care of the house. I take care of the bills. I take care of the kids. I'm a good fucking father. I'm the fucking support system and a protector of the family. This bitch is upset because she makes a meal and has to clean the house. Best I could do is pick up my fucking socks. It's the best I could do. I'll pick up my socks. This bitch lucky I'm not asking her to run my bath water when I get home. Yeah, bet you know I get home at fucking 6:10 every day, between 6:10 and 6:20. Start my bath water. Put my fucking uh slippers, my towel, my wife beater, my boxers, lay all that shit out on the bed. When I come in and take my clothes off, you come in behind me and you take my clothes and you put them in the fucking washing machine. She's lucky I don't do that. That's that. That's what you should do. She's lucky you don't do that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
here's this weird place y'all find yourselves. Y'all are gonna have to decide. We want to like each other again.
Now, I saw this from a clip. This was a clip I saw. Instead of running through the whole video, I want to show you this clip, right?
Have been together for 4 years. We have 2 kids, and he has worked so hard to provide everything we could ever ask for. He's a very good man, and he works very hard to give us a good life, which I really appreciate him for. But recently, it just feels like I am existing in the marriage alone. I thought marrying a rich man would be great, but apart from being a provider, my husband is a very boring man. I look at my friends' love lives, and it's just very much interesting compared to mine. They are not rich like us, but their husbands still create time for them to go out, go on vacations, and have fun. But my husband never does any of it. And anytime I bring it up to him, he just says, if that's what I want, then that's what we will do. But that pisses me off even more because I don't want to be the one to tell him what to do.
You see the fucking retardedness. You bitch says what she wants. She's like, all right, I got you. And now she's like, but I want him to, like, yo, you retarded fucking broad. You live in some fantasy shit in your mind. You want niggas to be a mind reader. That's not how this goes. That's not how this goes. He's worrying about everyday life and taking care of you motherfuckers. Now you gotta be a mind reader for your ass too? Yeah, you can have it. You can fucking have it.
I want him to do it because he wants to, and I want him to surprise me with something to at least make our marriage romantic and interesting. He tells me he is working so we will have stability. He says I should be grateful for what we have, but I keep wondering if I'm supposed to be grateful for a life I don't even enjoy. And sometimes I try to think that maybe it's because we are both from different generations, because he is 46 and I am 24, but it doesn't help. I just need some guidance because I want to know if this is a phase in marriage that ends up passing, because I don't think I am.
You know what it is? You bitches think marriage is supposed to be a fucking K Michelle video or something. Like you think it's supposed to be doves flying in the morning and the sheets are white and everything is in slow motion and you're just smiling and no, bitch, it's not like that. It's not like that. The shit you did the weekend before your wedding will be the shit you do the weekend after your wedding. There is nothing changes, man. Now you just got some. Now you just got somebody to make sure to rub your back, go with you to your fucking doctor appointments, and uh, uh, um, go with you places, and shit like that. You have a husband. You got an actual authoritative protector. You men are monsters. You got your own personal monster to protect you and make sure things go well. That's all it is. There's no Disney fucking fantasy. Stupid.
I'm ready to spend the rest of my life like this.
Oh, that fucking cunt. I don't know if I'm ready to spend the rest of my life. So now you know what that means. Here comes the extortion. This is why I tell you, get you a domestic partnership. Get you a domestic partnership. You shouldn't have to pay for this bitch just because she got bored and it's not what she thought it was going to be and she doesn't want to play anymore. Nah, that's too fucking bad.
Are you happy to see him
Feels
when he
like-
comes home?
No.
Yeah.
And I want.
Wow. Wow, man. Wow. Bending over backwards for this bitch. Bending over backwards for her. What about him, man? Do you know what he could have been doing if that broad wasn't there? You know the money he could have been saving, the money he could have been stacking, the car he could have been. All of that money he spends on that bitch every year, he could have been fucking stacking and saving. He didn't need you. This shit is crazy.
The Gottman's research, they're kind of the gurus on marriage research.
Asking him to sit down and just, I don't know. I'm so bad at talking to him.
Okay, I want to dig in right there. Why?
I mean,
Do you have this Hollywood version of
This is why you got to marry a smart bitch. You can't just marry him just because she's pretty. She doesn't even know how to tap into her own emotions and communicate what the fuck she's feeling. She's literally a fucking 13-year-old child in a fucking grown woman's body.
your house that if we have to say it, it makes it less?
for the household. So just recent history, our son passed away right after. It was just the shock of everything. Mm-hmm. We kind of bonded more than we had been before. And then the following year, he kind of lost it because I went to, the support groups and therapy. And
so they lost the kid, right? She says that things got, hold on, listen to this.
Kind of bonded more than we had been before.
So what this means is, after they lost the kid, she says that they bonded more and all of this other shit. That was him showing his support to this fucking broad. He knew he couldn't really break down like that. He had to be there for his fucking wife, right? So he's there for his wife, and in the following year, now it's his time. It's his turn. He's been holding up for a year. Now he wants to grieve. Now he's going through his emotional roller coaster. He's remembering all of the great things, things that he won't see with this kid again. Now he's going through it. And this bitch is complaining. What is this guy going to say about that?
And then the following year, he kind of lost it because I went to, the support groups and therapy, and our older kids were in therapy, and we were all getting help. And he just didn't. And he was like, well, you're my wife, you can help me. And I was like, I'm drowning. I can't help. I can't help anyone.
Okay.
And
When he says help me, stupid cunt, he means just be there. If you ever walk in the shower when he's taking a shower and he's in there crying, just fucking rub his back. Hug him. That's what he means, bitch. He don't mean psychologically dissect him and talk to him about his childhood and all of that shit. That's not what he means.
So he got really mean for a really long time. And
What does really mean?
like just yelling. He never was like physical, but just like the littlest things would just like set him.
This shit makes me want to fight this guy, bro. Because you know, quick to, like, he doesn't even see all the shit that the guy is going through. He's just all about the bitches, man. All about the bitches. I hate niggas that just all about bitches, like the world revolves around them. That stop the world revolving around him shit. Stop that shit. What about the fucking men? This nigga went through the whole shit, supported her and all of that shit now, and now he's going through it and she's acting like a little bitch.
Off, and so I feel like I still have like that flinch reflex.
Okay, that's super fair.
Yeah.
Super fair. Early depression's probably still there.
Yeah.
What?
Husband that went through a gnarly depression's probably still there.
Yeah.
You have a husband that went through a gnarly depression's probably still. I'm saying, well, I'm just not good at talking. You have a husband that went through a gnarly depression's probably still there.
Yeah.
About time. About fucking time.
I'd say most couples, I haven't looked at the data recently, but most couples don't survive the loss of a child. And here's why.
Yeah.
Because of the pace of their grief is different.
Yeah.
One person's like, all right, can we get on with our life? And the other person's like, whoa, realize what just happened. And one person goes to counseling and gets on it and let's go. And the other person just is buried for a while.
Yeah.
And then eventually you look up 2 years, 3 years, 5 years later, it's like, I don't know that dude anymore.
That sounds very accurate.
Okay. What was your child's name?
Selfish.
Thomas.
Fucking broad.
How'd he pass away?
He was 6 months old. It was positional asphyxiation.
Oh, man.
It was just like super crazy traumatic.
Yeah.
And
Hello?
he ended up, the only reason we didn't get a divorce, like when he did kind of lose his mind, is because he ended up getting really, really sick. And it was almost like his body was like, nope, like no more. And his like, I mean, we went to every doctor. They couldn't tell us what was wrong with him. And still, it's a little bit of a mystery. And I was like, just a couple weeks ago, I was like, that was like your God, I mean, your body and God saying, like, sit down.
Oh, sorry.
And after they got really sick, and it was almost like his body was like, nope, like no more. And his like, I mean, we went to every doctor. They couldn't tell us what was wrong with him. And still, it's a little bit of a mystery. And I was like, just a couple weeks ago, I was like, that was like your God, I mean, your body and God saying, like, sit down.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta stop. And so I'm so thankful that that happened when it did, because it was just like so toxic, and he's been much better since, you know, all this past year has been better than the previous. And
so maybe we're at a place now where it's time for honesty and skill building. Okay. Here's what I mean. I want you to, and you're thinking, God, I have to plan one more thing. And what I would say is yes. Because you painted me a picture of a husband that's drowning.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, God, there's so many life rafts out in this lake. And I was able to get on the life raft. I got all our kids on the life raft. You're right about all that stuff. But right this second is not the time for keeping score.
Right.
If you go back and look at the data that says that anxiety and often depression are quote unquote women's illnesses because they're diagnosed so much more frequently. And more sophisticated research has come out in the last few years that suggest, actually Terry Real was on this 20 years ago, that men often display anxiety and depression through anger, through
Yeah.
physical
Well, that's
altercations,
it.
right?
He's kept on like having what we thought were like cardiac episodes, and we went to the cardiologist.
That men last few years that suggest, actually Terry Reels on this 20 years ago, that men often display anxiety and depression through anger, through physical altercations, right?
He's kept on like having what we thought were like cardiac episodes, and we went to the cardiologist, and he was like, he's having panic attacks.
That's exactly right.
Which of course he, as like, I don't know, he comes from a very macho family, and they're wonderful, and they love him very much, but they, you know, they just have very, very traditional, like, that's not something that would happen to a man.
Right. But it is.
They all collectively kind of brushed it off. But I was like, if the doctor's here telling.
Oh my God. Terry Real, a prominent family therapist, author, emphasizes men's depression is often masked by behaviors like workaholism, alcohol abuse, and rage, rather than the traditional symptoms. Right? He argues that societal expectations of men to be invulnerable and strong contribute to the stigma surrounding male depression, leading men to hide their feelings and avoid seeking help. Reel's works highlights the importance of recognizing the hidden legacy of male depression and breaking the cycle of pain. Oh, we're gonna do a stream on this. Oh, all right.
You know.
So think of it this way. Your husband's, and I know this happened to you. I'm not excluding your experience. I just want to shine light on his.
Right.
Your husband's son passed away. In the story he's probably told himself was there was some level of prevention that could have stopped that.
Yeah.
Putting a blanket in a different position, putting a pillow in a different position, putting a stuffed animal, whatever happened.
Yeah.
And your husband leans over and looks in his toolkit for what to do next, and there is nothing. His toolkit is empty. Because his parents, the ones who were supposed to put tools in that toolkit, said, you shut your mouth and move on with your day.
Yeah.
And so that tends to lead a more compassionate. Now, that doesn't negate the fact that he started to treat you. His way of getting through the day is just to numb out. He scrolls his life away. And you, because you're a person who's picking up the slack in the house, I often have asked parents, how did you, or especially when one parent picks up all the slack, how did you make it? And they're like, I had to.
Yeah.
Right? And so you've had to the last 24 months. And I'm super grateful.
Which, yeah, do it.
Grateful for you. And when the lights come back on for him, he will be too. But right now, the world is his only connection to humanity.
Is a bitch that don't like him when he comes home. Yo, look at what the fuck this selfish broad is putting this guy through, bro. Look at this shit. He feels like he can't do anything right in the fucking house. This bitch doesn't like him. She don't want to give him no fucking ass. And he's taking care of her. And he lost his fucking kid. It's fucking horrible.
Is through a sexual encounter with you. That's it. That's his own. Is through a sexual. His only connection to humanity is through a sexual encounter with you. That's it. That's his only connection to intimacy.
And that bitch cuts it off. Then when he starts fucking some broad from work or around work or when he met at an after work function or something, now she's going to be upset.
And for you, I need you present socially so that I can even get there in my head and my body. You know, let's miss each other in the night. And he just has gotten used to his socks magically appearing in the drawer because he's tuned out.
That makes sense.
And so both of you have to sit down. And again, when y'all sit down, I'm giving you a chore and you're going to be like, God, I have a chore, but we're here. I want you to plan a half day together, and I want you to find somebody to watch your boys.
She's gonna fuck it up. She's gonna fuck it up and make it about her. She's not gonna say like say the guy likes he's a white dude, so I don't know. Say he likes fishing. Nah, I'm not gonna go fishing. You know, maybe we could go to a movie or some shit like that.
I want you all to have a 2-year since Thomas passed away. Here we are. And I think it's right and honest for you to say, I love you and I want to learn to like you again.
Okay.
And here's what I need. And it is not sexy to say, I need to not see your phone. I need you to not bring your last meeting home. I need you to practice being likable inside this house.
You know, this isn't going to work because you're during his time of grief, you're bombarding him with her fucking needs. It ain't about this bitch, bro. She already went through her grieving and her therapy and all of that shit. She said that they bonded good. He leaned in when she was falling out. He leaned in and helped support her emotionally. Now he's fucking falling, and instead of her leaning in to support him, this guy's saying, you know, you tell him, you know, listen, man, you can't do this, you can't do that. I need you to do. Nah, fuck that, man. Man, fuck this shit, bro. All right, yeah, this is about an hour. I'm done. I don't want the rest of this bullshit. I'll see you guys in a little.